Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to the Atlanta Motor Speedway. We are getting ready for NASCAR racing here at Atlanta, the Hyundai Construction 200. We had 24 laps of racing here today at Atlanta, the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, race number 2 in 2016. Coming off a very exciting finish at Daytona between veteran Johnny Sauter holding off rookie Cody Coughlin and winning the race. We're going to go racing here from Atlanta. We had 32 trucks lined up on pit road. We had a total of 36 entries. 4 drivers had to go home. And can Johnny Sauter go back-to-back wins here at Daytona and Atlanta? He did that. He did it in 2013 when he won Daytona and Martinsville. Let's see what he can do here today, as he'll start 8th. On the front row, we had the 2 most recent champions in the NASCAR Can-Am Series. Jenny Motorsports rookie driver Ben Rhodes alongside Kyle Busch Motorsports driver William Byron. Then we'll start on the front row. That is pretty much all of the pre-race news. Let's send you down trackside to get you the command to fire up the engines here from Atlanta.
Drivers, start your engines.
Down below, you'll see your Sunoco starting grid rolling across your screen. Rookie Ben Rhodes on the pole, his first career pole in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, alongside the number 9 Liberty University Toyota of William Byron. Matt Crafton won this race 1 year ago. You have to know he'll be a factor in today's race, alongside Daniel Hemrick in the 14. We give a call to number 16 of Chad Boat. A great run in qualifying will start up inside the top 5 for Belly Boat Motorsports. We had 4 drivers who failed to qualify. They were Jennifer Jo Cobb, who was bumped out the race right at the very last second of qualifying. Cobb will go home, or went home, along with Norm Benning for the second week in a row. Todd Peck for also the second week in a row, and the 45 truck for the second week in a row with Caleb Rourke. So, here will it be. Going to victory lane here right now at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Can Johnny Sauter go back-to-back wins, or will we see a new face in victory lane? The pace truck enters pit lane. Race number 2, the 2016 NASCAR Camping World Truck Series season is underway here from Atlanta. And on the inside lane, leading us down in the turn number 1 for the first time today, Ben Rhodes on the inside lane. Getting pushed by the 88 of Matt Crafton, and Reddick in the back bumper, but Hendrick slides him up the track. And in the middle comes the 19 of Tyler Reddick, and already on the bottom, the 33 of Johnny Sauter. And Crafton now in the middle, and here comes Sauter on the bottom. That 33 is already on the move, picking up where he left off at Daytona last week. Ben Rhodes leads lap number 1. Now in the middle comes the 19 of Tyler Reddick. On the outside, getting shuffled out of the way, is that 88 of Matt Crafton. And Ben Rhodes out in front on lap number 1, but now to 33 of Johnny Sauter. 51, Daniel Suarez. 14 of Daniel Hemrick. Then you got the 2 Red Horse Racing trucks of Ben Kennedy. Sauter gets up into Ben Rhodes. Sauter and Rhodes out the track. Hemrick to the lead in the 14. What on earth happened to the 00 and 33? Johnny Sauter, Ben Rhodes made contact entering turn number 3. Both went up the track, and Rhodes ends up getting contact from the outside wall. See here, Sauter looks like he'll get pushed out the way with a 51 of Daniel Suarez. Rhodes goes up in the outside wall, or does he? Now it appears that he was able to keep it off the wall, but Rhodes, Sauter, and Suarez lost the lead right into the 14 of Daniel Hemrick, as he will lead lap number 2. Daniel Hemrick and Ben Kennedy have never won a race in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, but now they are out front. We have a truck in the outside wall back here. That's the 97 of Jesse Little. In the wall off turn number 2, off pace, the Rookie of the Year contender Jesse Little in the 97. Here's what he's got going, but early trouble for the 97 of Jesse Little. Now on the inside for second place, Timothy Peters in the 17. Trying to take over second place from his teammate Ben Kennedy. Crafton got loose. Here comes Sauter on the inside. Fourth place, 2 former teammates, Matt Crafton and Johnny Sauter. Now we got Tyler Reddick on the inside, and that number 19, going after the 33 Sauter. And Peters going after Hemrick for the lead. New leader 17, Timothy Peters. for Red Horse Racing. Does he lead lap number 3? Yes, he does. Tyler Reddick and now the 9 of William Byron on the inside lane. There's the 00 of Ben Rhodes. And right behind the 33 of Sauter is that 51 of Daniel Suarez. Let's look behind Matt Craft, and you will find the 98 Cameron Haley all the way back in 23rd place. And he's been able to crack his way inside the top 10 in 10th place. Now back to the inside comes the 14 of Daniel Hemrick. NTS Motorsports, Daniel Hemrick returning for his second year. California Green Power on board. And now on the inside comes the 19 Draw Typhoon of Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick does not even know if he will be full-time in 2016. Brad Keselowski Racing has already announced the addition of Kyle Weatherman to the Big KR lineup. No word on what truck Weatherman will drive. If he drives 19, that will pretty much make it clear that Reddick will not be running for the title in 2016. But Big KR, Brad Keselowski has already confirmed that they will be running a third truck and a bunch of races in 2016 with Austin Cindric behind the wheel. So there's no word on what the future of that 19 truck will look like, as Daniel Hemrick, Ben Kennedy, and now Daniel Suarez, your top 3 at the line. And Daniel Suarez and Cameron Haley, 2 more drivers who have never won a race in the NASCAR Chevy Road Truck Series. We're right now 8 laps into the race. And we had trouble. Almost. Cameron Haley almost got turned by Timothy Peters. Comes back up the track. Slows down the inside lane. And here comes Kennedy on the outside in the 11. Haley nearly got turned by Timothy Peters, but done a great job hanging on. And now to the inside once again, Daniel Suarez. In the 51 to the inside, he will take the lead away from the 4. And now Haley in the middle in that 98. And how about Christopher Bale, John Hunter Nemechek? 2 drivers who expected to run from the pole in qualifying. They missed round number 3 of qualifying. But look at Hemrick, almost already outside the top 10. He fell from first place all the way to 10th. Just 1 lap. And now Daniel Suarez, this 51 truck, almost won Daytona. With rookie driver Cody Coughlin. Coughlin unable to get the win, but got a career best second place finish to that 33 of Johnny Sauter. And now the 31 of John Hunter Nemechek. One of the more dominant cars one of the more dominant trucks at Daytona. And Nemechek takes the lead away from the 51 of Suarez, but don't count out the 88 of Matt Craft. And look at the racing up here inside the top 10-11. Christopher Bale now in the middle in that 4 truck. Reddick on the inside. Suarez gets back behind his rookie teammate Christopher Bale. Ben Kennedy on the inside now in that 11. William Byron, Ben Rhodes, Cameron Haley, Daniel Hemrick, Johnny Sauter, and now we got the 05 of Dylan Lupton, Spencer Gallagher, Matt Tiff, Austin Terrio, Chad Boat, Ross Kenseth, Austin Wayne Self, and Ray Black Jr., your top 20. Then he got in 21st place, Justin Boston, David Levine, Jesse Little, whenever he got in the wall early in the race, Travis Quapple and Jordan Anderson. Then you got Garrett Smithley, 26th, Brandon Brown, Timmy Hill, Chris Fontaine, and Clay Greenfield, Justin Jennings, and Mike Alfarano. And up towards the front of the field, now out in front, the 19 of Tyler Reddick has taken over the top spot. And I don't think we've ever really seen a race here at Atlanta, as Byron and Craft nearly make contact off turn 2. I don't think we've ever really seen a truck race at Atlanta like this. We're seeing like lead change after lead change. And if you're out in front of the field, he could be a sitting duck, as Tyler Reddick now leads Ben Kennedy. And now to the inside comes the 98 of Cameron Haley. And Cameron Haley has never won a race either in the NASCAR Chevy Road Truck Series. The top 3 single file, and then you got the double wide with Daniel Hemrick and John Hunter Nemechek, his teammates. Then you got pole center Ben Rhodes, as he's about to get shoved down, and he's getting shoved by Timothy Peters. Rhodes getting shoved by the 17 of Peters down here in turn number 3 and 4. As to the inside comes the number 11, Ben Kennedy on the inside. He'll take the top spot away. And you can really tell the draft is really coming into play. You just saw the top 3 just go by the 19 like he was sitting still. Now Reddick down at 4th, and Hamrick on the inside of Cameron Haley. Sauter trying to shut the door in the 51, but the 51 got his nose on the inside, and Suarez trying to move by the 33 of Johnny Sauter. Timothy Peters behind the 51, Crafton in the 88. Ben Rhodes 9th, and running at your top 10 right now in the 4 of Christopher Bell. William Byron, John Hunter Nemechek, Lupton Gallagher, and Matt Tiff, your top 15. And it is still anybody's race right here, as we have about 9 to go, next time by. Out of turn number 4, Daniel Hamrick, Tyler Reddick, and Daniel Suarez, your top 3. Now, are we going to see any pit stops, or are we going to see like a yellow flag, or even more important, up ahead is lap traffic. And we just got word that the 08 of Chris Fontaine has been on and off pit road. No word on what happened to the 08 of Chris Fontaine. It appears something is wrong, but he's now coming off pit lane and entering the track. Fontaine is 2 laps down in the 08. As here's Dave Levine and Jesse Little. Back here, the Mike Alfarano. They're pretty much on the same straightaway as leader Daniel Hamrick. Does lap traffic affect who wins the race? We saw that in the Daytona 500. Ryan Newman, Trevor Bayne, Greg Biffle, Chase Elliott, Elliott Sadler, among the 5 who was able to get separated from the other drivers because Landon Castle held up the outside line, and everybody that was on the inside, they had a better shot at the win. These guys back here running about 2 seconds slower. And look at this, 3 wide again, and Peters almost hit the wall entering turn number 3, and Henry goes high. Peters in the middle, Haley on the inside of Crafton, and here comes the 33 of Johnny Sauter. 5 to go from Atlanta. Can the 51 hang on? Here comes Haley to the inside. The 98 of Cameron Haley, 33 of Johnny Sauter. On the inside lane with Tyler Reddick and Ben Rhodes. John Hunter Nemechek in the 31, Christopher Bell in the 4. He was in the best seat to win the race. Could Cameron Haley possibly win his first career NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series race? And look at Johnny Sauter to the inside, trying to go back-to-back wins in the NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series for GMS Racing. On the inside comes the 33. They're side-by-side up ahead with Mike Alfarano and Justin Jennings. Sauter and Haley side-by-side. Suarez, Nemechek, and Bell, your top 5. He's going to be in the worst seat coming out of turn number 4. Here we go. And we got Ben Kennedy up in the outside wall. Caution is out. Johnny Sauter is your leader at the line. Caution is out. The race is being told that Johnny Sauter could be the winner of the race. We are not going back green as we only doing 1 attempt at a green-white checker finish. Out of turn number 4, trying to get through the lap traffic, Ben Kennedy gets put in the outside wall, and possibly Jesse Little, one of the unfortunate drivers who was involved. Ben Rhodes possibly involved. It happened right at the oh, look at all the damage from that 97 of Jesse Little. It happened right off turn number 4, so Ben Kennedy did not have to go far to get to the line. Here's Little behind David Levine. And then right here, the caution is already out. Caution's already out right here. Out of turn number 4, looks like the 19 of Tyler Reddick may turn the 00 of Ben Rhodes down into Ben Kennedy. Right here, Kennedy up in the outside wall, gets turned by Ben Rhodes. Oh, William Byron takes a hard impact into the 00. The front row for the race involved Ben Rhodes and William Byron. Not sure they'll be able to come down pit road or not. And there's Lupton going by, and old Matt Tiff. Oh, look at this. Ross Kenseth does make slight, no, that's Terrio in the 29 in slight contact. Now here's the 11 of Ben Kennedy. He's already off pace, trying to get up to speed. And here comes the 97 Jesse Little. Not enough room to get by. And we have just heard that Ben Kennedy and Jesse Little has took their trucks behind the wall. And we are now entering the final lap in today's race. Johnny Sauter, Cameron Haley, Daniel Suarez, Christopher Bell, and John Hunter Nemechek. That is your top 5. Daniel Hamrick, Timothy Peters, Tyler Reddick, Matt Crafton, and William Byron, your top 10 at Atlanta. And even though Byron was involved in that crash with Kennedy and Little, looks like he'll be able to hang on for a top 10 finish. So, this will not be a good point day for Jesse Little and Ben Kennedy. Two drivers, she's running for the championship. Kennedy, a guy who could even win the championship with Red Horse Racing. Little, just a rookie, has never even been to Atlanta before until ends up finishing in the back as out of turn number 4. What a story this will be. Left Thor Sport Racing after 7 years of racing. Moved to GMS Racing, and he's going to score his second win at GMS Racing. Johnny Sauter, your winner at Atlanta. Johnny Sauter, the second time in his career he will sweep the first 2 races in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. Johnny Sauter wins at Atlanta. And let's look at this finish with Cameron Haley. This is pretty incredible. Because these guys know that if a caution comes out, the race will end. And look at this, having to get through Mike Alferano and Justin Jennings. See, Sauter was able to get to the inside of Jennings, and right here to the line. See, Haley is already fighting back, but Johnny Sauter, your winner. Cameron Haley second, and a career best finish for the Cameron Haley. Replaced Johnny Sauter in that 98 truck, and now Sauter has already got 2 wins under his belt in 2016. Trying to get a good view. So right at the very last second, Sauter was, or Haley was closing in on Sauter, but it is the 33-year winner today. That is all here from Atlanta. Coming up next will be the NASCAR Xfinity Series live from Atlanta, the Hisense 250. Chris Buescher and Kyle Larson in your front row for that race. And then tomorrow, Dale Jr. and Joey Logano will lead a field down to the green flag in the Quick Trip Folds of Honor 500. So that is all here from Atlanta for the Truck Series. And now looking at your official results. Matt Crafton finished last at Daytona, gets the top 10. Completing your top 10, the rookie William Byron. And on down, your results. And now we're going to show you your point standings in a moment. So that we can pretty much guarantee that Johnny Sauter will remain as your point leader in that 33. Next week, the Truck Series for the next couple of weeks will be off. Next race will be at Martinsville Speedway, a paperclip. And that will be in a couple of weeks. So we'll see you then. Congrats to winner Johnny Sauter, his second win and his second start at GMS Racing. We'll see you later on today for the Xfinity race at Atlanta. Goodbye, everyone.